There's things that have to happen to us. Now, all of a sudden, if I'm a dad, and as a dad, I start to have a challenge in my house, in my household, in my family. How many of you have dads? Please don't raise your hand to this. You leave work a hero and you come home a zero and you didn't do anything. Everything was fine. Everybody was happy. And when I come home, you can feel the tension when you walk in the door and you know everything's about to pop. I have no idea. And I'm afraid to say anything to anybody. And you can just want to go turn around and go right back to work. If you don't realize that God placed me here to meet this challenge. That there's something in me that can overcome this challenge. Amen. And I can manifest Christ unto my family. And then you can stop for a minute before you make big mistakes and step on landmines and say, God, you got to help me, Lord. If I surrender, will you come and work through me now? Same thing for grandparents and same thing for churches and same thing for businesses and places of work. It's all the same. There's got to be a challenge because the challenge is drawing character and virtue out of us. Amen. God doesn't want us to live in a perfect bubble and say, yeah, well done. You gained character. You learned how to rule and reign and you manifest my life. No, so now instead of being afraid of the challenges, we need to step into the challenge and step up to the challenge. And it's not that we can do it in our flesh, and it's not like stand back, everybody, I've got this. I mean, that's the wrong attitude. But for me, it's like God knew before the foundation of the world. God's ordained every trial, and he knew where I'd be. And God put me in this position. And he didn't put me here to fail. He put me here to manifest him. Sometimes we got to stop, just hit the pause button for a second and step back and reorder our thinking back to God's thinking, because we sometimes forget the big picture and we get stuck in the forest with the trees and we start reacting to what's going on around us, and we forget that no trial comes unless it's first signed off by God, and it's all for a purpose, and that God picked me to be here and he picked this trial for me, and there's something good going to come from it, and I'm not running away from it, but I'm going to stand here and I'm going to say, God, give me the sensitivity to move forward the way you want me to move forward. Help me to say what needs said, do what needs done. Amen. To move forward and manifest you. Amen. I don't want to live as a coward, but I don't want to miss God in simplicity. The simplicity of a problem at work, the simplicity of a problem at home, the simplicity of a problem amongst loved ones. That simplicity could be God hiding himself and then revealing himself in simplicity.